how's it going? So this lesson today is going to help you learn the major triads on strings 2, 3, and 4. Now it's going to go into inversions 1 and inversion 2, and you also have the root position. So you have root position, inversion 1, inversion 2, so 3 different shapes along the same set of strings that give you the same chord. So in each different pattern, or a different shape, the root note's on a different string, and so more on that later, but let's just get right into how to play this. So to go into it without actually doing the picking pattern, I'm going to show you the shapes, and then we'll get into the actual picking pattern. So basically this is based off the chords A and B to start, and then the final 2 measures is going to be the chord E. But to start off, we have basically 3 repetitions of A and B. So 1 measure of A, 1 measure of B, A, B, A, and B. So we're going to start off with basically this shape here on the 2nd fret. You probably know this as A already, right? So you should play an A chord like this. Well, in this case, we're just using strings 2, 3, and 4, and I like to actually bar my first finger across it. So we have the 2nd fret on the 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 2nd fret on the 4th string. Okay, and this shape right here gives you an A triad. Now the root note in this case is going to be on the 3rd string. Okay, so we have strings 2, 3, and 4. 2nd string is C sharp, A, and then E. Okay, so if you look at the chord, A is your root note, C sharp is your 3rd, and E is your 5th. So if we actually looked at this, we would call this the 2nd inversion of A, just for the position it is, okay? But don't worry too much about that right now. So A is going to be your first chord there, and for B we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go up 2 frets. So B is on the root note here is on the 3rd string, 4th fret. So we had barred on the 2nd fret, barred on the 4th fret. Now we're going to go back to A, but we're going to do this different shape here. We're going to do root inversion. So we're going to have the 1st finger, 5th fret on the 2nd string, middle finger, 6th fret on the 3rd string, and 3rd finger, 7th fret on the 4th string. So the root note is on the 4th string here. So we have A, C sharp, E. Go up to B, so 2 more frets higher, and we have B, D sharp, F sharp. So we have the A shape and the B. Those are both first position, or root position, sorry. Now we go to the next chord. It's going to be first inversion. In this case, we're going to start off on here with the C sharp for A. So we have C sharp, 4th string, 11th fret, index finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and that's going to be an E, and middle finger on the 10th fret of the 2nd string, and that there is going to be your root note, A. Okay? Now to do B, the chord B, we're going to go up 2 more frets. So the same shape, but 2 frets higher. So just to recap, we have the 2nd fret barred, slide up 2 frets, 4th fret barred for B. Then back to the chord A, it's going to be the 5th fret with your index finger, 6th fret with middle, 7th fret with your 3rd finger. So that's an A. B is 2 frets higher, same shape. Now we're going to go to the A again. So we're going to have 3rd finger on the 11th fret of the 4th string, index finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and middle finger on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. That's an A. Slide up 2 frets to get B. So you have this sound. Okay, so this is a way to play the same chord shapes, but we're going to move upwards in sound instead of just staying on the same old boring position. Now the last chord we're going to do is E. So we're going to do a root position of E. So we have the 14th fret with the 3rd finger, 4th string, middle finger on the 3rd string, 13th fret, index finger on B on the 2nd string, 12th fret, okay? So you have E, G sharp, B. So this is your first inversion, root position of this chord. Now, from here, we're going to go downwards. So instead of going up, so we're going to come here. We're going to go down, right here. So this is going to be your 2nd inversion. And in this case, your root note is on the 3rd string. Okay? So it's going to be barred on the 9th frets. Now we're going to go down to with your index finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, this will be your first inversion of E. So your first note, or your lowest note in that chord, is going to be a G sharp. So you had E, root position, 2nd inversion, 1st inversion. So coming down. So the chord shapes were A, B, A, B, A, B, Okay, so timing wise, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the timing changes a bit at the end. I'll let you look at the actual tabs for the timing there. I'm not going to worry about discussing it. You can pick it up by sound. But if we want to actually count this out properly, what we'll do is count that instead of 4, we're going to count in 2. So there's going to be 4 eighth notes. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so aside from that, the picking pattern we did, in this case that I did, sorry, is going to be going from here. I palm muted, and I did the 4th string, 3rd string, 4th, 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 4th. 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. That's all palm muted to give it a little more power there. Now you can do it without palm muting, but I like the sound of it with palm muting. Alright, so take a look at that, try to learn all those shapes. These are useful in many ways. Anytime you hit a major chord, you can figure out where the root note lies and figure out where to play these, the root position and the inversions. So it's really, really tremendously useful. So play around with this and hopefully you can play up to speed. If not, just work on the actual shapes.